In terms of what makes people a success in Hollywood, you've interviewed so many heavy hitters. Do you see an it factor with people, or do you think it can be manufactured?
There are certain people you interview who walk into a room and gets everybody on their best behavior in a good way, and inspires the lighting guy in the interview, the producer, the PA who's there is just ready to get more coffee. Like, everybody's just on, and I've seen it with people. Like, working with Seacrest, you saw that. When we were in London for the BAFTAs, we had a staff meeting of 100 people, like a pre-game, kind of going over what we were doing there. He was on it, and everybody else was on it too, and it just rose everybody's work ethic to another place. You see it when Tom Cruise walks in a room, obviously, and he genuinely looks everyone in the eye, thanks them for coming, asks them questions, and it makes everyone better at what they do. So I think that's what the star power is not so much how necessarily they carry themselves, but more so how the way they carry themselves affects other people, and then that lifts up their game. So if you're an actor and you have that quality, and you guys are doing night shoots in the rain, and you know what, the crew's going to go that extra mile for you, which is ultimately going to make you look better and make you a bigger star. So you see it. I mean, some people are just, they're Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Tom Cruise, Charlize, Julia Roberts. Their enthusiasm is infectious, and their charisma is infectious. Drew Barrymore. Drew Barrymore is one of the sweetest people I've ever met in my life. I've only met her like 3 times, and I feel like I've known her 20 years. It's weird, and a lot of people are like that, and it's a testament to them being genuine and present. And I don't know, you see sometimes a lesser star who is not paying attention to you when you walk in the room, doesn't say hi, isn't looking at you. When you ask them a question, they're looking down here. And I think that ultimately affects their career, because then their star power. Look at somebody like The Rock. By no means the most gifted actor in the world, and he'll be the first to tell you that, but has a great attitude, is professional, is having fun, and is working for, I don't know, 15 years in movies now or something like that. 10 years in movies now, I don't know. Like, I just think there is an it factor, and you do see it with people. And there's a warmth to certain stars. Olivia Wilde is an incredibly genuine and intelligent, sweet person, and she could be a diva and high maintenance and have 50 handlers, and it's not like that at all. Emma Stone is just a normal 20-something girl, who happens to be an it girl right now, but she's just somebody who loves making movies, loves being on set, loves telling stories, and is having a good time with all this other silly fame stuff that comes with it. So I don't know, there's definitely a palpable it factor when you're around certain people, for sure. But then on the flip side of that, there's certain actors who are very subdued and very quiet and soft-spoken, and you can tell they really come alive when they're on set. It really pisses me off that a lot of people hate on Kristen Stewart for the way she does press, because it's a different skill set than being an actress. And Kristen's definitely one of those people. She enjoys the process of making movies more so than promoting movies. While there are other actors who love all the attention and the fame and talking to journalists and who can thrive on that, she very candidly will say, this isn't really for me, and I don't think someone should be, I don't know, discredited for that. She's a terrific young actress, and she doesn't get a chance to always show it in some of the Twilight films, but in a lot of the other movies she's made over the years, she really brings it. And I think she's one of those performers who just loves being on set and the collaboration with the crew and that kind of summer camp feeling you have when you're on an indie movie or a smaller film. And if you're around her, I don't know if you would say, like, boy, she's got that it factor charisma, but she's got that it factor in terms of being a hell of a talent, and that will supersede everything else, I feel like.
What would you say to indie filmmakers who maybe fall more into that camp? Maybe they're more introverts, they're more heady, they're more sort of analyzing themselves, and they can't really be social, and it doesn't...
Get over yourself.
Okay.
You can't be social? What does that mean? I don't know. No, I understand. No, I joke, but that's a part of the business. It's show business. You want people to feel compelled to take hard-earned money and spend it on your movie, or to take time out of their day to watch your TV show. So engage them. Be personable. You know what? Put on the suit for 2 hours at your premiere of your indie film, press the flesh, smile, take pictures, and then when you get home, go back to your tortured, tormented artiste, whatever it is, you know, whatever.
But on 9 Inch Nails.
Totally, and just scream in the mirror. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you see with a lot of, you know, look at someone like Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp clearly has figured it out in that he doesn't want to be around the Hollywood scene anymore. He lives in France. He makes his movies around the world, and when it's go time to sell a movie, he puts on the happy face for 3 weeks, does the interviews, does whatever's asked of him, and then boom, you don't see him again for 9 months or whatever it is. You know, I don't know. I feel like there's nothing more off-putting and more obnoxious to people in my profession, to moviegoers, than a star who comes off as ungrateful and I don't want to be here and I hate this, and to like, suck it up. You want people to see your films, give them a reason why, and it has to come from you on some level, you know. So I don't know. It's a part of the business, and certain stars are better at it than others. And indie filmmakers, it's not coming out there and being a ham. You don't have to come out there and jazz hands it up and song and dance, like, but just be a real person. I mean, last night, like, Woody Allen doesn't need to do press to promote To Rome with Love. He's in his 70s. He's Woody Allen. He doesn't need to do shit, you know. But he came out there, talked to everybody last night, gave a nice speech when he introduced the movie, introduced his cast, took pictures with the people from the festival and the sponsors, and then now we'll go back to New York and we'll make another movie, you know? But it's part of the job, so deal with it, because it's not going anywhere, and it's only going to hurt you if you don't figure it out.